consensus is that Chris Higgins was a good pickup at the deadline for the Vancouver Canucks. Played 13 minutes in his first game as a Canuck a couple of nights ago in San Jose, 13 more tonight. Did you hit the mother lode when you were traded to Vancouver?
We'll find out soon enough, right?
Yeah.
Playoff time comes. It should be a lot of fun, though. It's a fun time of year to be playing.
Where were you? How did you hear about the trade?
Just sitting in my apartment. I think they're starting to blow up Florida down there that day, so kind of stuck around the phones, and I didn't get the call till like 3:15, so kind of thought I was safe, and it wasn't the case.
It's got to feel good, though, to know that a team like Vancouver, who's looking at obviously trying to win a Stanley Cup this year and a favorite, looks to someone like you and feels like you can help them. And what did they say to you when you talked to them for the first time?
Just look at me every opportunity to get ice time. It's going to be a tough challenge for me. There's a lot of skill. That's a hard-working team. I'm going to have to work pretty hard to get my ice, but it's a good challenge, and like I said, it's a fun time of year to be playing.
Chris, the fractured thumb kept you out of the first 5 games after the deadline acquisition. I think this occurred in late February with Florida, but we look at the injury. Just tell me if this has been the story of your career for the last 2 years.
It seems like it, yeah, because I think it was his stick that hit me, not the puck, and I kind of knew something was wrong right away. Right when his stick hit me, it didn't feel like the normal break.
Well, that nail looks nasty.
Yeah, thanks for putting that on TV.
That's what we do.
Anything goes in this program, and you'll figure that out pretty quickly. This is your 5th team in 2 years after you scored 27 for Montreal in 07-08, and that season and 2 20-goal seasons before that signaled you as one of the better young players in the NHL, and then the nomadic journey. How tough mentally the last 2 years been on you?
It's tough getting traded for sure, but I think it's something that made me a better pro, more rounded pro. To be able to play with different organizations, to be able to fit in, and I think I played well with some other teams. So just enjoying the ride.
I don't know if this is a fair question or a tough question for you, but how tough is it to break yourself in Montreal? I mean, there's so much scrutiny there, and of course with the history and everything, and you know, it just seemed like so many players get going, they get a niche going there, and then all of a sudden it can bottom out quickly there. There's a lot of pressure there.
There certainly is, yeah, but at the time of my life playing there, to break into an organization like that, it's first class all the way, and obviously you feel like you're in the NHL when you're playing for that organization, so I was blessed to start my career there.
On the topic of Montreal, Gary, I was going to say that your first career goal, scored October the 6th of 05 at Madison Square Garden against Kevin Weeks, who's not here because he's at the White House tonight, and I'm not kidding about that, so we can't make sport of him. Actually, we can. He's just not going to hear it, but how do you remember the goal?
First of all, it's a bad helmet. I'm glad I changed that thing. I had a lot of family, friends there. I was in the first period, so I kind of just wanted the game to end right after I scored there, go see my family. But yeah, it was a great dream come true. Like I said, it was one of my best hockey moments. It wasn't really the prettiest goal, but I'll take it.
Well, Weeks get an assist?
Thanks for letting that one in, yeah, I guess.
Is it nice to come to the team and knowing you know, Maxime Lapierre, and is there anybody on the team that you knew from before, or someone that you had a relationship with before?
I played some USA tournaments with Keith Ballard, Ryan Kessler, and when Rick Bowness was living on the island, coaching the Islanders, he coached me when I was maybe 10 or 11.
You played Pee-wee with his son, right?
Played Pee-wee with his son, yeah. So it's come full circle, and he's a hell of a guy.
Here's a tweet from Nav097. After playing in Montreal, what are your thoughts on the stanchions in that arena? You know to which he refers. That's the Chera Pacioretty incident, right?
Yeah, yeah. I never really noticed when I was playing there. It's a dangerous part of the ice, obviously, and
in any building.
Yeah, in any building, and you kind of have to be aware where you are in the ice when your guy's going to get hit. It's a tough play. You're going so fast, and you can't stop your momentum sometimes. You know, Pacioretty couldn't stop his momentum. You get checked just the slightest bit, throws you off, and you know, it's pretty ugly after that.
Is there something that you feel that they can do better to protect the players from those things, or is the padding on it enough, or does there have to be more? You think there has to be rules put in place for that part of the ice, or is that just an unfortunate thing that you can't control, and it's just something that's going to happen in the game where you have openings for the benches?
I just think it's something you just can't control. I mean, you have to have openings for the benches. It's always going to be there. I don't know, maybe someone will devise something that's less of an impact, I guess, but there'll always be that sharp corner there. It's part of the game. It's tough.
Chris, you grew up in Long Island. Your father, Robert, is a New York City firefighter. Your brother, Kevin, is a New York City police officer. So they serve while you play a kid's game, Chris, for big money. Do they ever let you forget it?
No, like I said, my brother gives me a lot of heat for how much money I make, for how many minutes I play during the week. He makes a lot less, doing a lot harder job, and I think it's grounded me knowing where my family is. My dad's a fireman, brother's a cop, and it's a blue-collar family that I come from, and that's something that I'll carry with me.
Your father's
wherever I go.
one of the first responders to the 9/11 disaster.
Yeah, he actually had off that day, but obviously when the first plane hit, they called everyone in, and he was down there for weeks after that. We didn't see him for a while.
What are dinner hours like in the Higgins household when you're home?
Loud, and you got to have thick skin, that's for sure. They'll gang up on you pretty quick, especially when I come home too, because I'm not around too much.
This is the final thing, final tweet. This is from Guts McTavish 24. Breaking news: After Hours guest is now Chris Higgins. Can you say live Kessler bomb? Do you have any idea what that means?
Live Kessler bomb. I don't know. He was interviewing bombing people, I guess, but
sneaking into the shots of other interviews.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Shirt off too.
He did that to you?
I think so. Yeah, one of my first interviews. Yeah, some guy, huh?
Well, there was a threat he might do tonight, but he took a shot to the head in the game tonight, so maybe he's thought better of it. Anyway, Chris, thanks for your time. Really appreciate having you on.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris Higgins of the Vancouver Canucks, who win 4-3 tonight.